Focus on me. Focus on me. Focus on me. Focus on me.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Benia Books and Bubbles. Today we're gonna be talking about I can't wait to read books made to be read pile. This month is gonna be full of adventure and I cannot wait to get my hands on some of the amazing books that are about to come out this month. And I am super excited because these are books that I've been waiting for since last year, since other series last year, and I cannot wait to put my hands on it. And since I always keep reading and reading, my to be read pile keeps getting bigger and bigger. I am gonna be talking to you about 5 books today, 5 books that I think that not only me but a lot of people have been waiting for. The first book that I want to talk to you about is A Court of Mist and Fury. This is the second book in the A Court of Thorn and Roses series, and I think this is going to be such an amazing book because I cannot wait to finally get my hands on the second one, to finally know what's going on, what else is going to come on the Tamlin and Fair's adventure for this book. I do not know how to pronounce his character name, so forgive me if I'm saying them wrong. I also want to know more about Rysand and how he is going to, what he's going to become. I'm sort of kind of afraid because I like Tamlin's and Fair's relationship on A Court of Thorn and Roses, and I really don't want to see that getting jeopardized on the second book. So I'm kind of, I don't know, nervous about that. The cover of A Court of Mist and Fury is kind of, I'm not really feeling it. I mean, you guys saw the Court of Thorn and Roses cover and it's amazing. I love the cover. I love how powerful it looks and I love the message that it shows. It's like an intimidating old-time soul book and I love it. But this one is more like, I don't know, it's missing something. And I feel that Sarah Maas could do a wonderful job with them. I'm not gonna let that stop me though. I really have high expectations for this book and I hope it's turned out as I want them to be. Also the title, A Court of Mist and Fury. Come on, this is not a Power Rangers book. So I'm kind of nervous about that too, but whatever. I'm not gonna let that stop me from giving my hopes down in the book. So I really want to touch this book and feel it and have it for me. This book is coming out May the 3rd. I think so. So hopefully I get to get my hands on it because I am super excited about it. The next book on my made to be read pile, it's The Crown by Kiera Cass, and this is the final book on the selection series, which I've been dying to read since, well, this hasn't been that long, it hasn't been a year, but since the last one came out. Super excited about this book and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm kind of nervous because there's so many problems going on the Ire that I think that for one book it's gonna be too much. So I'm kind of nervous to see how Kiera Cass ends up fixing this, unfolding this story into one book. I'm also kind of dubious about this. I did love the first 3 books on the series because I think America was a really good person, and the plot and the stories and the whole universe where the story was centered, I think it was a really amazing new story. You know, this is not something that well, at least that I didn't get to read every time. So I'm kind of super excited. However, I really don't like Eileen's perspective on the story. I think she's kind of way too much different from her mom, and she's kind of a brat, to be honest. I'm not gonna say I don't like her because I think that her attitude is really good once she becomes queen, because a queen is supposed to be tough and she's supposed to rule her like country with a iron stick. That's how you say it, right? And I like her attitude in terms of the queen, but when it comes to her family and like the maids and like the personnel of her castle, and even with the selection guys, I think she should be more humble towards them because she is just way too much of a person. I think she need to tone it down a little bit because I think that that's why people don't like her. Anyhow, I'm super excited. I love the cover on this book. I think it's really good and amazing. The girl on the cover, I think she's really beautiful. So I am hoping to get my hands on it. I really want to see how the story ends and which candidate she ends up going to. I am so team Kyle. So yoo-hoo, Kyle. The next book that I want to get my hands on is What I Need by J. Daniels. Now, this book is more of an adult romance book. So if you kind of into those books, this is an amazing series. You should definitely get your hands on it. It's called the Alabama series, and this is the 4th book on the series. I've been waiting for this book to come out since last year. So finally, I get to put my hands on it and kind of read it and get this series done with. Not done with because she has another book coming out next year about this series, but I really want to keep going on. And since these are 2 of my favorite characters that I really want to get to know more and to see more in depth into them, I can't wait to get my hands on them. The Alabama Summer series, it's about this girl who goes down to Alabama to visit her best friend. There, the only problem that she has is that her best friend has a brother, which she hates because he was a bully to her when she was a little girl. Now she's a big girl, you know? And when she goes visit there, they basically fall in love. She doesn't want to because he was a bully to her when she was a little girl, but it doesn't matter anymore because they're big and now everything has changed. And it's an amazing series, so I won't give you more detail because if you haven't read it, you should put your hands on this. What I Need is the 4th book on it, and this is about 2 new characters. Not new characters, you've heard about them on the other books before, but this is solely focused on them and their relationship. This is about CJ's and Riley's story. So I'm so excited to get to finally read this book. I really want to know how this story evolves, and I bet you's gonna have more details about the other characters of the other books, and I am super excited. This book is supposed to come out May 16th, so I'm waiting, I'm praying to get my hands on this book. The Problem with Forever by Jennifer Armentrout. I love J. Law. I think she's an amazing author. I recently just read her. I read her Half-Blood series, and I read her Look series, and I was impressed. I was like blown out of my mind impressed. I've never read this author, and I always keep putting those books down because I had another stuff to read and everything. So I'm super excited to finally get to read another book from her. I have not read much of her other than the Look series and the Half-Blood series, which I did love. Oh, and I read the Thailand series. Well, the 2 books that she has out in the Thailand series. And I think she's an amazing author. I love her. I just do love her. And I'm excited to read this one because this book is more soft, more teenage, like young adult romance based. And this is about a girl. I haven't read it yet, of course. But this is about a girl that she is homeschooled all her life, but for her senior year in high school, she gets to move into a public high school. And I've never been homeschooled before, but I can imagine how difficult that is, especially in your senior year. The first day she gets into school, supposedly she meets this guy that she'd been friends with when she was a little girl, but they haven't seen each other since forever. And apparently, when they see each other again, they have like the emotions that they bear deep within her. They start flourishing again when she sees this person. So it's like they have bent kind of sold their emotional, romantic mess. So I'm kind of really excited to see her. This is a new perspective in J. Law's version of books that I haven't read yet, because her books tend to be more sexy, more down to earth, more like powerful fighting. And I'm really excited to read this book because this is like a whole new book on her perspective that I haven't read yet. So I'm super excited to read them. This book is supposed to come out May 17th, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. So the last and final book that I want to get my hands on, that I cannot wait to read, is The Last Star by Rick Yancey. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. This is the last and final book on the 5th Way series, and I think this is an amazing series. Granted, I haven't read the 2nd book yet, but I plan to do that before the last one comes out. I did read the 5th Wave, and I think it's a really amazing book. It has many components that other fantasy authors for teens forget to include. And the fact that this is like a new environment for me, like all the aliens down to earth and they're, you know, being bad and whatever, I think I'm really like them in general. So I'm excited to see how this book turns out. And I really like the Fifth Wave series, the Fifth Wave book. I like how he wrote about it. I like how he described it. The movie is not bad. I wish it could be a little bit longer because it was too short of a movie and they missed many important parts and include some parts that weren't even necessary. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited to see how this whole series ends, and I hope that he can work with it, because I heard that there's still too many issues going on, and I just hope he can fix it. I am gonna say that he could have mixed the second book with the first one, because the second book is a really short book and the first one is not as big, so if he could like include them together, this could be a duology, not a trilogy, because it's so much simpler. And I've heard that the second book is not as good as the first one, so if he would just mix them together and that would have been so much easier than actually creating 3 books of it, especially if the second one is going to be so short. I'm hoping that the third one is going to be much longer, something that he can describe and explain much easier, and have more time to describe situations where the second book didn't have. This is all from me, guys, today. I hope you did enjoy watching this video. If you have any other books that you would like me to read for the month of May, please let me know. I'm sorry I haven't been posting too much, but I go to school full-time and I have a part-time job and my life is really crazy. So thank you for watching again. I will be posting more soon, hope so. I am going to leave you a link down below where you can go to my other blog and read more in depth about these books. Also, when you click on the link of the book on my other blog, you can go to the Goodreads page and see more in depth of these books, and also know more about them and know which series I'm talking about if you haven't heard of the series that I just mentioned. And I can't wait to get my hands on these books because I'm super excited about them. Thank you for watching again, and have a day full of wonderful new reads. Bye!